Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to another MAMG Let's Play of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. When we left off, we actually finished the trial stage, which was the second half of the trial, and we also met Mr. Damon Gant, who is probably one of the most powerful men in the game that we've met so far. Pretty bad person to go up against, but obviously he just revealed the fact that there were actually two murders of the same detective in two different locations, which is very weird. So it's time to do a little bit of investigating, shall we? Alrighty, I'm pretty sure this investigation day is gonna have to be cut into two halves as well because they tend to be very long, especially for this final case. Mr. Wright? So, what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused. Huh? Let's see. What is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room. What's this "and the evidence room" part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes away by car. Well, that's what we're gonna find out, or try to at least. Alright, let's do it. Glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's gonna be much help with this. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Huh? Would you mind coming with me? I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go. Science awaits us. Science away! And here we are in the parking lot. You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? Of course, it was our victim who was killed at the department. And my sister would never do such a thing. I know it. That oil drum, was it empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. My sister, erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never. Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. That's not it at all. It's just... Are you reading my mind, Emma? We're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her. Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was bloodstains or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. Huh? What's that grin for? This situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid. Luminol? Blood is sticky stuff, you know. It can't just wash away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. But wouldn't the police have already done those tests? Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try. Me? Why do I have to do it? I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet. Don't drink luminol. We're testing bloodstains with this stuff, not drinking. Exactly, Phoenix. Here, look, I'll lend you these glasses. Huh? You had an extra pair of these things? To test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see? Touch the screen to spray it on. Okay, let's find some blood stains. Alrighty, time to use the touch screen. Oh, we got some. Does that count? Anywhere else? Okay, I guess that was it. It just wanted me to tap around like crazy. I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. So, is this a bloodstain? It's so, Emma, you're shaking. It's just, this is my first time seeing real blood. Scientific investigation in action. Okay, we'll definitely know that this is a bloodstain. But doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course. What's odd about this, scientifically? The amount? The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little more blood? I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. It's strange. If they fought here, they'd have to be more bloodstains than this. Hey, Mr. Wright? See how I'm marking up the floor plans when we find the bloodstain? Thank you, Emma. Thank you so much. See? I'm pretty handy to have around, right? Yeah. That's very useful information to have. I saved up my allowance to buy this. Luminol testing fluid information received from Emma. Yay! We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes, they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case. And we'll drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day. Yeah! It feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? This luminol stuff is gonna come in handy. Ha! Oh, you. I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box. Miss Star, you only trust your own eyes, Not bad, you two. This day-old deli box is on the house. Sorry, it's just, that kind of lead doesn't really get my mouth watering. What you doing, Miss Star? Cough up queen? You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Star, but no, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from the security room right there. But I was afraid it wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry? You lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable. Uh-oh. Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman. I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but why? So, you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Star? Yes. It was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up. Coughed it up? They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know. I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day, I drag the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect. And before long, they called me the cough-up queen. Oh, and hearing about someone had gotten food poisoning from one of your lunches. And you were let go? Fired? I felt that I found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. It's all because of that case, the SL9 incident. Wait, she doesn't mean... Oh, indeed she does. Okay, time to give her some evidence. Alright, what about this? What do you think about this? SL9 incident. On that knife. And on that note. Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case. The murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over. Not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? Please do. Ah, dang it, she didn't give me anything to talk about. Okay. We need to present the photo, right? Because he was talking about the photo? If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered sometimes. So you went straight to the scene of the crime and climbed the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime. Oh, sorry, that was Emma. Whoops! Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Star. You lying was the problem. Listen, little girl. I've had my testimony disregarded before, and I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. That time? SL9, right? Come on, there we go. That's when I learned the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I ever handled. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence, so they didn't solve it. On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Executed? Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence. Not even a little. What? But the criminal was executed, right? Evidence. Of a sort. Made-up evidence. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved in the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen. Others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those. Myself, and one other person you know well. Wait, could it be? Exactly. Officer Jake Marshall. He's on security detail in the police department, isn't he? Yes, he is. As a professional detective, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then, it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. You haven't forgotten SL9? There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait, those lunches you sell? There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate. Miss Starr's old boyfriends. How many does she have, anyway? Just when the detectives on the case have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, Rookie? What? It seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yes. Then you should take this. A Salisbury steak lunch? I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. Miss Starr? Officer Marshall, is he are you his going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too, back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. But now he's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. Thank you. Officer Jake Marshall. Okay. So I guess we need to, make a move on and see if we can figure out who wants this steak. Actually, let's talk to Lana first. Are you in here, Lana? I know you're just gonna admit everything, but I still need to talk to you. Looks like Miss Sky's in questioning. I hope the detectives aren't yelling at her. How did you kill him in 2 places at the same time? Can you imagine? How's she supposed to answer that? Wait a second. The chief said they'd caught the criminal at the police department. Let's come back later. Okay, sure. Maybe we can offer our steak to somebody too. Criminal affairs. Or no, we need to go to the police department, don't we? Is Gumshoe here? Wow, everyone looks deadly serious here. Well, there was a vicious murder of a detective in this department after all. Yes, but the same detective was also killed at the same time in the prosecutor's lot. It makes my head hurt. Well, first things first. I want to check out the crime scene here. Yes, you sound dead set on investigating. But don't mess up, or we could wind up dead. I doubt anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. But it doesn't look like anyone's going to help us out much either. Can we go to the evidence room? No. Okay, let's go to the police department. Who wants a Salisbury steak lunch? Somebody raise their hand, please. It's even busier today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running so fast, they're blurring. I suppose it makes sense. A detective did get killed in their own department. So, the evidence room. The scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk. Here it is. She's like a kid at an amusement park. Ooh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look. Technically, the crime scene we were at was a real one too, although I'm starting to suspect that he was killed here and the body was transported there because of the amount of blood that was actually left at the prosecutor's office parking lot. What's with this decor in this place? It's very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is a guard station for the evidence room. So, beyond that door is the evidence room. The scene of the crime. It sure seems that way. Oh. What's wrong? It's those cacti. They're so prickly and imposing. It's hard to think straight. If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where's the guard? I have a feeling I know who this guard is already. Oh, I'm sure we do. Can we maybe examine, I guess? Here? The evidence room's beyond that door. Let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it'd be open? I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. I don't know where that someone is. Oh, it started something else. Okay, sure. This place is charged with frantic energy, as always. Please. Huh? Wasn't that... One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you. Detective Gumshoe. Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. Oh, don't break his heart like that. The music fades and everything. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Seriously. Now's no time for despair. We've caught a criminal. We just need some evidence. The criminal? You mean? You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal? On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? And the perpetrator. Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal, all I know is I need me a steak lunch, pronto. Standing around here talking isn't gonna fill my belly. Okay, you can have it. But wait, don't leave. If you want to know more, head down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later. A good cry? He ran off to the evidence room. Well, this investigation is off to a running start. Who's crying? Okay, we need to go back to the offices so we can depart to the detention center. Still, I do feel better about things. A little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Yeah, I guess they did. Let's not go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing. Oh, God! What was that? Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me? A perpetrator? I'd say I was against the perpetrated against, sir. That's what I'd say. Oh, God, it's Meekins. Hi. Greetings, sir. Wait, I know who you are. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Officer Meekins, so you're a guard here at the detention center? No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report. No, sir, how should I say this? Wait, he isn't, is he? You, Officer Meekins, you didn't, did you? Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir. What? What? Now this is an unexpected turn of events. It sure is. Oh god, my Meekins voice isn't gonna last, cause like my throat's gonna die. Sir, I'm a patrolman with general affairs, sir. Sir! Ow! I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. I had some business that day, sir, and so I went into the evidence room, sir. The guard office in front of the room was empty, sir. So, normally there's a guard at the evidence room. We know that. That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now, the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Marshall? Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. The suspicious person. Yow, wow, wow, wow. What the heck is this guy doing? So, what happened then? After that, sir, everything went right. I saw red. I blacked out. And when I came to, I was here in the detention center. How long were you out? Days? He's just like asleep in the evidence room. Might I ask, what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. A bandage on his hand? Just like Miss Sky. Ooh. Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. Yes, please. And your hand, that happened when Detective Goodman was stabbed? Well, you see, sir, don't you think you should just confess? But sir, but there was nothing I could do. Nothing you could do? Sir, to tell the truth, when it happened, when the detective pointed the knife at me, I just hollered, sir. I should have looked at the other one first. My bad. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. The next thing you knew, you were, huh? Then, when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir. All alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared. What? And when I looked down, I saw blood gushing from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock. Oh, the sorrow, sir. Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared? That's some story. Okay, sorry, I should have looked at this first. I should have gotten an order. I was curious about the hand. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. If you have to label me as a persecutor or victim, sir, then label me victim. I would, but you happen to be in detention and alive and well at that. Yes, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as stranger or total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side. So, you didn't know him. Sir, I work in a tiny department devoid of light or other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives. So, if he was the total stranger, why did you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. At least someone around here is more confused than I am. True that. Okay, let's see. Can we present him with anything? What about the ID card? Do you think you could take a look at this? Hey! That's it, sir. That's it. That's it. That's what? My head was blank until this very moment. But sir, now I remember. I remember, sir. You mean you remember what happened? Correct. That card was the cause of it all. What? This ID card? Exactly, sir. That's exactly it. Nothing could be more exact, sir. Nothing. I'd better pry into this one a little deeper. I got lucky. I was just gonna start with, like, that had his face on it. Okay, what you got, Meekins? Crime details. Can you tell me what it is you remember? Well, sir, you might say I'm a lost little patrolman. A lost little lamb, if you will. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman, who was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious. Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked that man to display his ID card. Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far. That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing. Suddenly, he pointed a knife at me. What? Sir, I assure you I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and leapt at him. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him? Do unto others before they do unto you. My own father's words, sir. What happened then? Well, my eyes, sir. Everything went right. When I awoke, I was here. Right. Reason for arrest. So, Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman. And the victim, who he met at the scene of the crime, didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir. That's what I wanted to say. That is, I did say something along those lines. Huh? But you still ended up here? They told me that it had to be him, sir. On that day, at that time, Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. But you don't remember the events clearly. No, but the videotape is quite clear. Huh? Videotape? From the security camera. The crime, my crime. The crime I swore to stamp it out. It's there. It's me. It's on tape. And you wait until now to tell us this? I'm really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it. No thanks. I have my own. Well, I guess we better go check out the crime scene. Okay, can we go now? There's tape, like evidence. Okay, we need to go back here so we can go to the police department entrance. Here we go. I really wish we gave Gumshoe his steak lunch. I'm sure he would have loved it. Okay, so now can we go in or no? No, we can't. Okay. So I need to find Marshall, don't I? Cause like he's the one who would give us permission to do this. Criminal Affairs Department? Ah, here we go. Hey, Mr. Wright, look who's standing at the head detective's desk. It's Chief Gant. Oh, hi. Are you sure this is all? You know what it means if there's anything missing. Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked the drawers, the lockers, the garbage cans, the coat pockets, the pillowcases behind the computer monitors, the coffee machine. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away. Deal? Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. The head detective looks a little flustered. Ha-ha! Right-o, my boy. How you been? Swim much? Oh, Chief Gant. Reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? I don't know what we're doing. Alright, let's talk to Gant. Is Edgeworth going to be okay? Oh, Worthy. Oh, you know. They're doing a little inquiry committee with him. Sounds like an inquisition. Yep. Well, we've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year. You mean the incident on Gourd Lake? It doesn't look good having one of our top people sitting in the defendant's seat. Now, You get someone found guilty in that case. You got someone else found guilty in that case, right? Righto? Von Karma. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court, you fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence. Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is a bit of a turmoil, you might say. Why? They do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. What? Okay? It's downright odd, I tell you. I mean, it happened at exactly the same time. The murder at the prosecutor's office. Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence is this? Now, Righto. I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive, and I can't talk about it. I wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate the most is all this hiding stuff. Secrets. Can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the head detective's trap shut. He was the one you were picking on earlier. Huh? You saw that. Whoops. I wonder what it was that he wanted the head detective to do. Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. Can we show him anything? You want a steak lunch? Doubt it. Let's go with this. I was wondering, could you take a look at this? Sorry, Righto. I'm through with that stuff. Through, I say. Go find the guy who can't seem to sit still out there. The busy one. The guy who can't sit still? Does he mean Detective Gumshoe? Either him or the Dancing Blue Badger. Okay, I guess we're done with you. Weird? Gumshoe, where'd you go, buddy? The one who can't sit still? Where'd he go? I don't know. Should we go talk to Edgeworth? I guess we can talk to Edgeworth and see what he's doing. Well, this place is certainly tidy today. And it will be tidy tomorrow, too. Incidentally, he's not here. I'm sure he's off doing important investigations. I hope that's what he's doing. I guess we'll have to come back. Okay, never mind, Edgy. We'll come back for you later, buddy. Okay, anywhere else I can go? I can go back to the evidence room entrance, but nobody's been there yet. So I don't know if it's gonna help. Nope, not at all. Okay, because I can investigate this a little bit, I guess. Maybe this control panel here? Looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and went out of here. Can we please? That'd be nice. Yipes, that sure is prickly. It must be the real deal. I would think just one one would be sufficient. This cactus is a lot like my sister, actually. Miss Sky? Oh my god, we're getting backstory? Encased in a cold, rigid shell with thorns pointing in every direction. Just like her. You know, I've been looking at this cactus a while now, and I don't see the resemblance. It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity. She actually looks like a cactus. Okay, I need to figure out who or what I can talk to. You guys? Anything? Look, that patrolman's saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. Answer me. How many fingers do you see? I'm sorry, I don't know. Well, that's 20 for the left, but nowhere near that for the right. Get glasses, officer. That wasn't a salute. It was an eye test. They make a good pair. Interesting. Okay, Blue Badger, what are you doing? The Blue Badger's still writhing around today. Oh god, it's so weird. It's so weird. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's dancing. Speaking of dancing, the whole police department's been dancing around like crazy since yesterday. Can I take out his batteries? I just can't help but feel like he's gonna do something naughty. Sure, go ahead, finish him off. let him die a slow, painless death. Okay, so where am I going? I kind of want to spray more luminol here, honestly. I don't know if I can, though. Oh, hang on. Spray to use, but I don't think I can. I don't think that's gonna help. Yes. You said you wanted some hot tea, right? No, but thanks. She didn't even look at it. You must have to brew the leaves a long time to get a rich flavor like this. We pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing. I feel like we've read this before. I knew it. So that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite. The only thing I'm smelling here is wasted time. Yeah, I would love to spray more, but I don't know if it'll let me. I don't think it will. That sucks. Here, a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears. No, my ears. Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure. What is she babbling about? Hey, what did you just say? See? You can hear just fine. The phone's broken. Yeah, which you already knew. I don't know why it won't let me skip over that stuff. Alrighty, so I need to figure out what I should be doing. I need to find Gumshoe. I don't know where he's at. We're running around like crazy. I feel like I also need to show Gant something as well, but I don't know what it's supposed to be. Because he won't talk to me about anything, which doesn't help. You want a steak lunch? Nope, he doesn't care about the steak lunch. He's probably not gonna talk to... Gant's not gonna talk to us. I have a feeling he's just there, and that's it. So, I need to figure out what to do next. But actually, I think I'm actually gonna end this episode here. I'm sorry, it's just, I'm kind of crunched for time right now, so what we'll do is we'll have a short investigation phase for this one, and then in the next video, I'll finish it up because I think this one's actually fairly long. So we'll go ahead and leave it here for today, and once I find out what I need to do, we'll get started on the right foot. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys on the next MAMJ. Let's play. Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, and you're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over, your back is bent. It can't be. This can't happen. I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. Well then, I believe it is time to continue with this trial. During our recess, I'd requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation.